Oh, really?
You want to elaborate?
What color is it?
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, I thought you said a writing tip. I got excited, but that's kind of boring. It's a premium tip. That's a nice camera.
You raised the barn, you just left the door wide open. Yeah.
So, this is a Q&A panel.
He heard that.
However, we have an announcement.
You, Billy, are going to be getting. Oh, wait.
Yes. Wait, did you say the sex change part?
No, I was going to be gay. I said we're going to get married.
No, we actually have an official announcement, actually, but it's not going to be until like about half an hour because we need somebody else to come up here with us, so that's going to be a thing. But
Why not this announcement?
I'm whispering. So when you said no bots, I love that.
I don't know about that.
Do you?
But anyway, yeah, that's a thing. And you guys are actually literally the first ones to hear it. So
Okay.
from this point on. So yeah, that's a thing. But until then,
From this point on, so.
question is, yeah, so you guys, if you give a damn about it, you're going to be the first ones to
Do we have any channel updates or anything?
yeah, there's videos going up.
Finally.
There's new videos going up because honestly, it's really hard to game change right now. We all went and filmed, in fact, about 2 weeks ago, trying to find literally found Wii Sports. So
We ended up looking at motorbikes because we were
yeah, we ended up going to look
Yeah, we did.
motorbikes and Jeeps.
I said, fuck this, I'm still looking for motorbikes.
People were coming up like, want to buy one? I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
No, we left Dallas late, and I'm real anal about when we need to leave somewhere because I know how long we're so fucking. I know how long it takes to drive up here. I made this drive. This is the 5th time, and really, I've done it twice with Retro. We're going to Connecticut, so it has to here anyways. And I'm like, okay, we got to have to take time. So we have to wait. So it was kind of like, let's just go. We had really, really good time, especially considering it rained the entire fucking way, which annoyed the shit out of me, but.
Here's the thing, like even if we were to stop at different places, it's in the middle of the week, so it'd be like a store.
Right.
And outside of Game Trading Post in Malvern,
Right.
which closed by the way, so we would have hit that place up, but there really wasn't any other place on the road that's like, okay, other than just like a generic store and pull games off the shelf and outside inside.
Basically from Dallas to Little Rock, it would have been Game Trading Post. Tennessee does have stores, but by the time we hit Memphis, it was like 9 o'clock, so nothing would have been open. So we just burned through Tennessee.
So that's the problem.
Virginia just has rednecks. It was You're from Virginia, I'm not sorry.
All that?
I think this is the latest panel we've ever done, by the way, isn't it?
I think they do that on purpose because they know we're not getting up in the morning.
Well, they know we're gonna be so tired, we're not going to get too rowdy.
Yeah.
What they did is make us back to back because they knew we'd hang together,
Yeah.
and it's at the exact same time as the
Yeah.
minibus party. They didn't want us at the
They
party.
had this little meeting, like throwing things.
How do we get rid of these guys? We don't want them mucking up the joint.
A whole meeting just about
Mucking up
us,
the joint.
how to keep us behaved. So
Last day they came in here and called a ruckus. We're not handling that. Don't say it again.
To be fair, one of them was probably there the time you walked in naked. So that one
No, I wasn't naked. I was wearing a sock.
wait, hang on. Which time?
So we did it together.
Which time?
Oh, okay.
It's a big sock.
I see the last time we did cock socks was in Houston. I'm sorry.
What hotel are you in?
Damn.
Room 112.
18 years married, gone down the drain.
So I think our shenanigans are like not phasing anyone because last time so cock socks, we get naked, we put nothing but a sock on our cock. Cock socks. We walk in, we're at Retro Blizzard Houston.
Clever name, by the way.
A year ago, right? Me and Billy are in a room, we're like, watch this, we're gonna, let's go, So we do, and like we walk in, we make this grand fucking entrance, and we're just like this, and everyone goes. It goes right back to what they were doing. We're like, see, no reaction, what the hell?
I was standing at the door on the outside and watching the sad walk. 40-year-old man, ass is jiggling down.
Yeah, you
the
do, Tight
hallway.
White.
Just so disappointed that there's no one cared.
We've lost our magic touch. What the hell, man?
See, that just means we need to amp it up.
Step it up.
Yeah, that's what that means. Lose the sock.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, we should go in like.
Figured I should film this live for you guys.
On our PPs.
It could get wacky.
Chinese finger trap between
It's
us.
the Chinese. Is there a staff member here? I need a water, please. Well, okay, you don't want it.
I'll go get you a water, bud.
Purple shirt.
Can we get a water? Just Billy, they get some waters, or hand them to him, whatever.
Oh, sorry, you're just
I'm just a buddy of theirs, yeah.
oh, you're a buddy of theirs?
Yeah, I'm friends with them, but I'm not a guest, technically. I paid, but get in here, you know what I'm saying?
Recording everything you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
We're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, awesome.
So, hey, YouTube.
They don't know a lot about what we say.
That is a hell of a camera. So I might show you guys the bathroom. Bathroom is that's what it is. Do you think? I don't know if I should do the whole panel of theirs or not. They told me I could, so. But I might just walk around in the arcade and show y'all what's going on here. The showroom floor is closed for the day. They close that at 7. But yeah.
Just come on, man.
There's backdoor entrances at this place, huh?
Where were you at? Were you in front with them? Or?
Oh, I was on the side by the doors filming, but it don't matter.
Oh,
He asked for water and there was no staff in there, and I was like, I'll see if I can find somebody.
cool. Yeah, sorry, we were a little understaffed tonight.
It happens, no worries.
Actually, 2 days ago you started. I did,
That was 2 days ago, wasn't it?
yeah.
In Cracker Barrel?
2 days ago. I want the record to show it wasn't that much though.
The whole time we're eating, we're talking about how we all have to shit. And then we're like 1 foot out the door, and suddenly you turn heel at the same time as like, I just shit myself. The best part was seeing you go to the girls and then turn back around and go to the guys and like holding your ass.
Okay, I was not holding my ass.
You are holding your ass.
No, was
Actually, you were like this.
okay, you want to talk about shit? He's literally shit 12 times on this trip.
Look, he's not wrong.
In 2 or 3 days. Just today.
So,
T-dubs.
look,
a great
I've been on the keto diet, and this, okay, see, that's all I gotta say. If you've done it, it gives you the fucking, like, you're peeing out of your butt. What do we do?
We're in the car once and Eric was like, dude, pull over, I just shot myself.
This was on the way back from here 2 years ago, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like legit, he didn't even be like it wasn't even a 5-minute warning, like, pull over, I have to shit. He's like, dude, pull over, I just shit myself. I'm like, are you fucking serious, Eric? He's like, yeah, I swear I did. I'm like, dude, you nasty motherfucker. What about the time? Remember we pulled, I don't know if you were there, but we pulled over and you had to go into the woods. You had to take a dump and we were nowhere near a
That was
bathroom.
on the way to Mickey. That was the same trip. That's both of us.
He's like, dude, I gotta shit pull over. I was like, okay, next exit. Next day,
There was
it
no
just
gas
never
station for
came.
miles.
It just never came. No gas station. He's like, dude, fuck it, pull over. I'm like, you fucking serious? He goes, yeah. I was like, all right, pulled over. He disappears like into the trees. He's gone like 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden I see him like come like very slowly make his way out. Looks like a Bigfoot. Like revealing himself for the first time.
Well, no, did you see like 2 feet?
How do you wipe in that situation is my question.
I don't even remember. Dude, I literally think I took a leak.
Like a giant leaf?
No, I travel with my own toilet paper.
Was it
'cause,
that?
yeah, I use Charmin.
Okay.
I got sensitive
Because I
butt,
can't remember.
so
I couldn't remember what
Can I
happened.
just go back to Eric for a second? Because he's so gross. There was a time you and we were like outside CC's. I'm not sure why we were there with Eric. And he had to pull
Oh, I
around
remember this.
and piss on the back of CC's. And like,
What? Okay, why? Now that I'm thinking about it, why didn't he just go back in and pee?
because they closed.
Oh, that's
They
right.
closed. But it was like the most disgusting smell I've ever smelled. And I'm not sure if it was his
It
pee
was not his pee because I smelled that smell
or
before.
the thing he had to pull out to pee.
No, it
But
was
he
the
got that-
same smell that we smelled in the car when he was jerking off in the back.
yes.
Oh, you're legit, Tight White. Like, we all know you're legit, bro. He will hook you up
His
if
dick stinks. Is what they
you
do.
make such a statement live.
100%.
that around a bunch of other guys.
He was horny.
That was my fucking question. No, listen. Okay, hang on, wait. We might as well tell the story. So, we are coming back from Toronto, and we hit St. Louis, and we're Norm, the gaming historian, was with us.
Poor
So
guy.
we're taking him home, and
Which
we
makes
hit.
this funny.
Was he in the
funnier
back with
because
him?
it's Norm.
No, I know. Hang on. So we hit St. Louis, and I'm like, I'm done. I just cannot drive anymore. So Norm's like, I'll take over. Awesome, cool. I'm gonna get some sleep. So I get in the back, and I'm like this on the window.
I can't believe you're telling this story.
And then all of a sudden, this is the first time though. We tell this like every panel. I'm like this. I'm just nestled into the nice soft window and just hanging out, and all of a sudden. What the fuck is that smell? I look over and Eric is like this. I was like, dude, are you fucking serious? What the fuck are you? I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, what? I'm trying to send a dick pic to this girl on Twitter.
You do have to get hard for that.
Even Norm was like,
What's that smell, dude? And the worst part, it was raining hard. Yeah. So we couldn't really put the windows down. Needless to say, we did.
we cracked
It
as
was-
much as
it
we
was-
could because it was worth getting wet to get rid of that.
And I was just like, Eric, why does your dick stink so bad? He goes, it's schmegma. True story.
I wasn't there for either of these, but was it Eric or was it Billy that scratched his balls and then put his hand on the end of it?
Billy.
And the whole car
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
it's like gassed him out. They let to get out the car.
Something happened lately, like in the last 12 to 18 months, where Billy's like bathing daily now.
Yeah, you're clean now.
He used to not.
Appreciate it.
He used to not. Like you go a week, one a week,
Okay, that's fucking bullshit, but whatever.
It is not.
Continue.
and you just, you got
Even
what
this morning when you got up and showered, I was like, he showered yesterday. Good for him. I still think that when I see you shower twice in a
Give
row.
him a gold star.
I kind of do.
Matter of fact, I
Really
used
proud.
to love going to cons because that would be the only time he would bathe every day, at least during the con days. Just
You
saying.
two done? You want to make out? We have each other's backs apparently with this fucking bullshit made up story. Go ahead and make out.
How's it made up?
I was made up.
I didn't know.
Hey.
I didn't know about you.
I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
Can we get the fuck back to Eric? Anyway, that motherfucker stunk. Yeah. Like fucking Doritos and shit. What?
I said that's your next top 5.
Top 5 times Eric stunk?
Number 5, all the time. Number 4.
What's funny? There's always something with Eric. This guy one time, we're in South Carolina, actually coming up here. We've been here 5 years in a row now. It's kind of crazy. 5-year anniversary. So
Very true, Lucky.
he starts telling us this story. Eric wrestles. I don't know how many of you guys knew that. He usually does the cosplay thing that they were doing out there. He's
Can you
not
imagine wrestling Eric if he like put a tombstone on you or something? And your face is riding his crotch.
You're not telling the circle jerk story, 'cause I don't think you want that.
No, not that one. Or the one where he fucked the mattress.
Okay.
So Eric is telling us about some of his road stories from being on the road with wrestling. And he's like, yeah, sometimes, you know, when you're just horny, there's no girls, like, he probably said, there's no bitches. You fuck the mattress. I'm like, what? Fuck you mean you fucked the mattress? He goes, like this, look, takes his dick out, puts it between the box spring and the mattress, and starts going to town. Like, no, Eric, I understood how. I want to know why. And then he stops and he goes, oh, it got a little hard. He's like this fucking horny little chihuahua that just wants to run around humping anything and everything. And he does.
And it's gross. He has Hank Hill ass. It's
Eric has
dirty.
no ass. He's got 2 legs. And then a fucking crack. And then his back.
My favorite photo of Eric is when he got drunk that time.
Bent over.
He get passed out, bent over naked, just like that. You have to see the photo. The story is.
He got super drunk. This was in Phoenix. Was it Phoenix?
Yeah.
He got super drunk. And he gets up the next day and he's like, guys, I'm still drunk. Like, dude, go take a shower, go get ready. He goes in the shower, he's in there 5 minutes. Which, here's the other thing. Eric takes like the fastest fucking showers in the
Power
world.
shower.
Okay. Literally 30 seconds and he's out. It's like, dude, did you even use soap? Like, did you even get in? And he's like, yeah, of course I did. He's one of these guys, like, after he bathes, still kind of looks dirty. So, he's in there about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, you hear him go, help me. And we're like, fuck, was that Eric? No, that wasn't Eric. And then again, help me. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? So, I go to the door and I'm like, dude, are you all right? He's like, I need some help. Like, dude, what's wrong? It's like, I'm drunk. I can't do this. I was like, dude, wash your balls, get out, let's go. So like 5 minutes later, he comes stumbling out of the bathroom. And let's imagine this is the bed, but he's like this on the end. He's like this, and he just goes. It was there for like 5 minutes. And I took a picture of it. So
I like
funny.
how your question became 30 minutes of talking about Eric.
I don't think anyone has a problem with that.
I mean,
Good material question now. Next question. Yes, Retro.
Games that you love, but everyone you know hates it.
I actually like Top Gun because I'm kind of good at it.
I like Jaws on NES because. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Thanks for having my back on that.
Oh, I forgot I had to answer too.
You are up there.
True. I really like Alan Wake, and so many people are split on that. Norm was like at my throat about that one day because he hates Alan Wake.
He got kind of vicious with you about it too.
Yeah, he got vicious. He apologized after because he got so vicious.
Like Norm is passionate about his hate for that game. Actually,
I thought Norm was supposed to be at too many games.
Norm does, he cut back his con.
I was on his live stream and he said that he tells us to ask the management here. Said he wasn't invited.
well, then y'all should ask the management here.
Yeah, he said Jaws. I like
Yeah,
Jaws
yeah, I
too.
like those.
On the NES, that was one of my first games.
Yes.
So this is kind of the question. So can all three of you dab in sequence?
Nope.
I don't dab.
Never done it.
I
Never
will
will.
not dab. Never have, never will. So
Alright. I do have an actual.
I can take off my shirt.
I'm almost 40. I don't dab. What's up, dude?
Alright, so, I know that you said that you haven't been able to do game chasing for a little while, but if you could game chase like a lot, what games are you trying to go after right
Just anything you don't have. Like, there's nothing specific in mind. Just if I need it, I want it. That's about it.
For me, man, I love the console Atari SD games. Yeah, Atari, anything I'm fascinated with Atari era.
I have pretty much what I like.
What's up, Electron Ash?
NES and Super Nintendo for the most part, without a few exceptions. But yeah.
Did you figure out if it's the actual ST?
I'm an idiot. That's the reason. I swear to God, as a kid, I don't remember. I remember. Maybe it's because we copied the games and it worked a different way. So you would turn the system on, put the game in, and then you would click the thing in. Apparently, you have to actually load them in. So my non-copied games, I thought they just weren't working, but apparently they are, and most of them I got to work. Yeah. Very cool. Yes, sir.
Is the new Wednesday game night, is that going to become a series or anything? Because I really enjoyed that.
The game night, yes. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Wednesday every night, though. This is, in fact, the next one goes up Monday, and I call it Monday game night. Well, we were thinking about Friday game night, but there's Top 5 Friday, and we can't really have 2 videos in one day, so gotta spread it out.
Or can you?
I guess you could, but I don't think that would work too good in the YouTube algorithm. I don't know. I would probably shit all over it. I mean, Sean doesn't.
J Love's over here in the front row.
Sure. You and then the guy in the house.
She's sitting in the black shirt next to the girl in the red shirt.
Plans? No. We'll be open to it? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I like Pittsburgh. I want to go back.
Yell at. Yeah, this is you.
Alright. Do you guys have any explanation why video games? I know none of you guys own any retro game store, right?
No.
No.
Okay. So what explanation you guys had for those games that were made by the millions, all of them, because Nintendo wouldn't sell like just hundreds of sheets, they have a certain amount that you should buy, right? And they would sell the same amount for every company that pretty much that whoever was making the games, right? So I see games sitting on shelves on retro gaming stores for years without sale, but the prices never go down. They keep going up, and
Are you talking about like you'll see a particular game on the shelf and it never sells and they don't know what the price?
every single game that doesn't sell.
Yeah, well that's up to the store owner, really. I mean, that's if the store owner's fine with not selling that game and just having it collect dust. I mean, that's up to him. But me personally, if it wasn't selling, I would just lower that price.
It sounds like he's priced it too high to begin with. The price when the game goes up, and he prices it too high again. That's what it sounds like to me immediately.
I mean, yeah, I've seen that too. I've gone to a game store, seen a game.
Russ, where are you sitting?
And it was too high. And then I've gone back the previous year and it was still on the shelf. And I'll mention that. I'll be like, dude, it's still here. You haven't sold it, and it still won't budge on the price. I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
One thing needs to be taken into consideration though is what that store paid for the game. That matters a lot. Nobody wants to take a loss. That's just bad business. So let's say they have fucking Mario Duck Hunt for $5, but they paid $3 for it.
I'm not positive.
They're not going to be
where
too
Russ
quick to
is
come
sitting.
down on the price. And as far as it going back up, well, it goes up because the prices on this stuff fluctuate all the time. So every now and again, most stores, probably maybe once a month, every couple months, they'll go through and reprice everything and check all the prices on everything. If the price is up, it's usually not because the guy's like, well, fuck it, Mario.
That's our friend J Love 81.
It's because that's what the market's dictating, and the market is the consumer. So the rising prices on games is our fault because we pay the prices that people are putting on them.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all had an episode that has one of my favorites where y'all went to an abandoned mall and found that really cool Nintendo 64 shelf, and like a large part of that episode was about, oh shit, let's try to get this, and then it was about like everyone's perspective of like what that mall brought. Have you all had, whether since then or beforehand, done like, we all have a trip, and then everyone's behind, let's try to get this, that's like a big find?
Anything similar to that?
Yeah.
By the way, that mall got demolished, which
It's not there anymore.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Not really, no.
Nothing like that. That was like once in a lifetime kind of find, really. Something like that. By the way, Michael Myers is on his way. As you can hear. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything like that.
Hold on, Jerry.
Perfect timing.
It is. Hang on, I'll put you on speaker.
Say hi.
Hey everybody, I was picked up on Twitter that these guys are running their dick suckers about
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. Hey, everybody, you want me to call? Let you know you're thinking about me.
Well, we miss you, don't we?
Yeah!
No fucking nuts. Let's do it in November.
Alright, I'm down. Alright, I'll see you later, man.
Later, dude. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, it's back.
It's been a while since you guys went to Game Junkie. Any plans to do another episode there?
He mentioned us coming by this weekend. Whether or not we're actually going to do it or have time to do it, I'm not sure. But it's a possibility, yeah. He wanted us to come. He was like, no, get your asses back to my store, eh?
Just like that.
Almost sounded just like it.
You're the Brooklyn Canadian? What was that?
Yo, come back to my store, yo.
Just A and
Hey, Adrian, why don't you come back to my store?
Now Frankie's rocking.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, sir.
How often do you guys get kicked out of flea markets for filming?
every time I go. The only times I've been kicked out is when I was there.
He's not
I
wrong.
don't know what it's about me. This me with the camera is shady apparently.
That was that long-haired guy with the camera. Get the fuck out of here.
Your hair is just long.
I bet it's Melbourne.
Yeah, but I'm not holding the camera. It's like a combo.
Melbourne just blends in, and Chris is like, he just belongs there.
Melbourne blends in.
They should have a stall somewhere selling like little truck hats.
He walked up to him and goes, "Hey man, you got some belt buckles for sale?"
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just really bad lately. It is what it is. Makes it hard.
Yeah, what's the most you ever paid for a video game?
$60.
$100. I paid $100 for Dracula X, and it was going for like $140, but now it's even more than that. So I was like, it ended up being a good deal.
Actually, you know what? I was thinking $60 because that's what new games cost. But I bought you Earthbound birthday gift like 5 years
This
ago.
was like
$100.
This was like before Game Changers, I think.
No, because I got it from Video Game Night.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 years ago. So,
Oh yeah, you know what? I remember. I think we filmed it, but the audio wasn't on. We never used it.
I think so.
Common occurrence, by the way. You're on
4 fucking videos ruined that we
Yeah.
filmed like 4 days ago because the fucking thing wasn't in
It's on a 27 film interpretation. Cue cards.
Yeah, I did my little silent film. Now we'll do some commentary over Savages, Salvages some way. We'll do something, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll jerk off. Film it and then that's an intersplice for videos. I mean, maybe not, but I don't know. Just throwing out ideas, I don't know.
So your idea is jerking off replaces the audio. Is what you're telling me. Okay.
So yeah, so the video plays, all you hear is, oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. And then a few minutes later, it's like, oh, yeah. Y'all watch that. Nobody else would, but y'all would. They'd be awfully short. What the fuck? What is that? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
I can't believe you just did that, all those noises and shit.
Yeah, but I bet somebody's out there right now.
That's something we all do though in private, kind of.
I never say that
maybe
noise
private.
while jerking off, by the way.
Okay, no, but like the car ride up here the whole way up, like every now and then someone's like, oh fuck, and everyone else is like, oh. But it's moving in the stores now. Remember the other day we were at Walmart.
All right, we're gonna sneak out. They got like 20 minutes left, and I want to show you all the arcade action down here. So that's enough for the Game Chasers panel. All they're gonna do is talk about disgusting, gross shit. The captain will make his way around and show you what's going on out here. Maybe be able to answer some questions. I don't think Russ was gonna ask that question, T-Dub. I don't think you were gonna get that lucky. I'll let it be known that you are the best in Texas. The best in TX is T-Dub. Here's panel room. Here's a room that I'm not allowed to go in, but watch me go in there. Let's flip the camera. Arcade room. This way. Actually, before that, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette out front here real quick. Oh, the arcades might be shut down already. In fact, there really isn't much of an arcade. I guess it's free play stuff. There is a couple arcade games and whatnot set up in there, but maybe there's a band playing right now too. I'm gonna do my best to live stream the sorry, thank you. The RGC show tomorrow at noon, and then the captain will be heading home, so. And that'll be a fucking long drive. It took me almost 15 hours to do an 11.5-hour drive because of wrecks on the road. It was raining most of the way, and there was like a 5 semi-tractor trailer wreck. RGC, Rebel Gaming Club. They play, I think RGT might be doing a song with them. And just to let it be known, I have squashed beefs with all the beef squashing I needed to do with everybody. You know, I don't have to enjoy your content if it's Switch Lord stuff, but and you're just looking for clicks, which is, you know, what people want to do on YouTube. That's what they want to do, but I don't need to be having beef with people, so I'm over being mean and being a dick. I get kind of dicky about things. Look, okay, here's this. Let's see. They got a couple machines in there going on. Something's happening in that room. And there's definitely a band playing in the background I can hear in there. But it's been fucking buck wild. We had a good time at the Screenwave party last night and got drunk and drinking White Russians and fucking something called Hop Devil, which was like they called it an import beer, and they were fucking $7 a piece, but it was brewed in like Downingstown, fucking Pennsylvania. So where'd the fuck did you import it from? Did you, maybe a Mexican brought it to you? So that's considered an import. I don't know how they actually did that, but thank God for the free token system that was Screenwave provided. That saved me a good bit of money. And I picked up some cool shit, mainly Sega Master System stuff while I've been here. Traded off a bunch of cool shit that y'all never got to see on any of my pickup episodes, because some of that shit becomes bragging at a certain point. I don't want to fucking, number one, make people think I'm bragging about what I find or how good I am at finding it, because I am the best. Let's not fucking get it twisted. But like a Battletoads Double Dragon sealed and a Final Fantasy sealed Nintendo and a bunch of other cool shit that I traded in and got a hold. I actually sold that shit for cash, but way more than I had in it, thank God. And then I turned that into some other things. Then I went out to Todd in Kentucky, TNT Amusements today. I don't know if anybody watches TNT Amusements show, but I went out to their shop, which is about 45 minutes away from here this afternoon. I left the con for a little bit to go to my personal mecca, which is Todd's pinball and arcade shop. And I did a whole video, a bunch of filming in there, met him and got to hang out for about 2 hours. We sat and chatted about shit, and I bought a couple pinball translights from him, a Dracula and a, what was the other one I got? A Nightmare on Elm Street pinball back glass, you know, the back glasses. And I bought a TNT shirt so I could be cool and rock it on my show. And then he even offered to film like an intro for me, so there'll be a funny little intro where he's on it. Yeah, dude, the Game Chasers is one of the reasons I started doing a YouTube show. Like I had been, you know, gaming and collecting and doing what I do for years, but I did not know YouTube was a place to make your own videos. I did not see Mike Kennedy, but he might be here. Oh, Mike at TNT shop, you mean, or here at the con? Anyway, like I just didn't know, and like theirs was one of the first shows that showed me like YouTube can be for like an actual show. You know what I mean? It's not about people falling down and people who can't sing and shit. It's more of a, you know, you can make your own television show. So that's why I started doing what I do on YouTube, and then just happened to bump into them like maybe 3 months or so after I started making the channel. I went to a con in Florida, Emerald Coast Con, which was one of the first game conventions. Watching their channel, I learned that there are video game conventions, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna do that. Where's the next one that's closest to me? And it happened to be in Florida, and I went down there, and lo and behold, they happened to be there and came to my booth like the first day, and we've been hanging out ever since. Those guys are fucking straight up legit cool. You can like them or not like them, but I personally like them. I think they're fucking awesome, and they're, you know, they're 40 years old. They're my age, so we get each other. And then they invited me out to their convention and set up booths and stand up and talk clearly and say it loud. I'll hook you up. I didn't see Russ sitting in there. Russ, where the hell were you at sitting in there? I was looking around for him. I know J-Love was in the front row. I saw her, got to talk to her a little bit yesterday. That's who I was filming and squeezing in on there. If you didn't know, I was looking for J-Love. Oh yeah, I mean, they'll call themselves chodes. They're a bunch of disgusting idiots, but they're fun and they're good dudes. So, and like I said, I had some kind of minor beef going on with RGT and Wood kind of, and I felt like I've squashed that in person. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to be fucking hateful towards each other or like dicks to each other. And then my other hater, Connor, who, when I stepped up to him last night at the Screenwave party, I kind of gave him a look and a little bit of like you gonna apologize about that shit you said? And like, next thing I know, he was like, dude, it's just the internet, man. I'm just fucking around. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm just fucking around with you too. I'm not gonna beat anybody up. I'm 40 years old. I don't need to go to fucking prison in Pennsylvania for beating the shit out of a 19-year-old. But we all had a good time last night and hung out with Rebel Gaming Club and all those dudes and drank some beers. And pretty sure Dan might be at this point in his life pretty straight edge. He wasn't drinking. Connor trolls on purpose, and yeah, sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's not. And that video he made about me, when I first watched it, I initially took it like, fuck this kid. But then the more I knew, the more I was looking into the situation, and I'd already known Connor before that, I was like, maybe he is just kind of fucking with me. And then he would fuck with me in comments on other things and in different places. So again, no reason to carry grudges. But the fucking drive up here was a bitch of a son of a bitch. Yeah, like when I watched RGT show a lot more when he would smoke on camera and talk about old retro games, because that's why his name was fucking Retro Gaming Tube. You know what I mean? Like, I'm into the retro scene more than I'm into the newer stuff scene, although I do play new games. But his channel went a different direction, and that's fine. Do what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Make your own thing. Do your own thing. And I feel bad for kind of hating on him in certain instances, even though that really wasn't what it is. I mean, it's just my opinion that I'm not going to watch that kind of content, and I do my best to avoid. If your thumbnail looks like this, I don't want to fucking watch it. I know I don't want to watch it. So, but that's what they do, and they're making a living doing it. So more power to them. You know what I mean? You can't hate on anybody for making money on this planet. And it's not. It feels better to let that kind of negativity go, whether it be real negativity or not. To just get it off your back and let it go, you know. But let me toss this stogie into a Dunkin' Donuts cup. Cheeseburger. Let's go see what's going on in this room. Wonk wonk. Oh yeah, there's the button. Oh, I guess I can't get in this way. I gotta go back in through the front door. Let it go, Elsa. Exactly, Triple P. What's up, Power Player Paul? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah. Frank the Ivan.
Somebody's playing Highway to the Danger Zone right now at the musicians, whatever band's playing. Latency is really low on this. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's probably because I'm inside a building and I'm running off the LTE. So it looks like they got some candy cabs set up, a bunch of Sega cool shit. I hadn't even come in this room yet. I spent pretty much all day. When I got here last night, I was basically just got here in time to go to the party and have fun, and then go to bed. And then today I spent pretty much all day in the, oh, they do have pinball machines. Starship Troopers. Hell yeah, man, get it. That's an awesome machine. And then they got a Star Trek over here, a newer Stern Star Trek. Looks like it's turned off. Oh, how sad. Someone broke it. Little Street Fighter 2. I got that Terminator 2 machine at my house right now. I don't know how well you can hear me. I'll do my best to speak into the microphone. This kid's kicking some ass on some Mobile Suit Gundam fighter game or something. What are you playing? What's the name of that game? Whatever this is. I can't pronounce it either. It's in Japanese or something. Oh, Capcom, Street Fighters, a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Is that who this is? Yep, Psychostick. Never heard of them, but fuck yeah, they're do what? I'm a buddy of theirs. I've been on an episode or so, yeah. Yeah. I was just filming their panel, and then I was like, let's go show you the rest of this con, you know? So we're live on YouTube right now. Say hi, guys. What's up? Hey! That was perfect.
Yep, that's the band Psychostick.
That's Psychostick. Well, they're kicking some ass doing some Kenny Loggins. And
they're
then,
a comedian death metal band.
Okay, they do covers of like old stuff and make it metal.
They're basically the Weird Al of metal.
Okay.
If I had to describe them.
I like the Bullwinkle horns.
Songs too, even
okay.
better.
Oh. Fucking awesome. Yeah, some people, I don't think they're selling beer here, but I'm sure people have been bringing their own in, you know? They might not be able to get a license to sell alcohol in the premises because there's kids allowed. Anyway, let's go this way. Those guys are loud. And people playing games everywhere. I can't go onto the merchant floor right now, but it's a humongous area where all the merchants are selling their wares. And that's where I spent most of the day, like I said, looking for Sega Master System stuff that I don't have, or that I at one point had and traded to get to my Wii U kiosk. So that's what the captain's been up to all weekend, is trying to get back Master System stuff. And I went on an offer up and let go, and I made a couple deals. And on the way up here, I hit up 2 different Goodwills. Every time I'd get gas, I'd be like, is there a Goodwill near here? Or where's the closest Goodwill that I could stop and get gas near? And I found some cool shit there and ended up trading most of that stuff. A couple PlayStation 2 games, a couple really good Xbox games. Actually, there was a Godzilla on the NES, and I got that one. I kept that one because I don't have it at home, but the PlayStation 2 stuff I turned into some more Master System shit. So there's a pile of cool stuff out in the car, and we'll go ahead and take you out there and show you that, because I think I'm about to jet for the night. End up maybe go to the hotel and drink with them and do some hanging out again before I go back to the Airbnb that I rented, which is the only way to do it these days. I got an entire house to myself for $50 a night. Like, you can't fucking beat that. You going in? No. I was gonna hold that door for you. Yeah, NES Godzilla at Goodwill. I have that out in the car here. And yeah, then like I said, today I took a little detour and went over to Southampton, Pennsylvania to see Todd in TNT Amusements shop, and sprung in on him. Like, I've talked to him a couple times in comments on their show. I love their show. He's 63 years old. He's been in the arcade and pinball games since '79. And like, he is legit. Like, they do restorations, they do like from the ground up, they'll fix something and make it perfect again type of thing. Or they'll just buy and sell new stuff too. Yeah, but $50, I've got the entire fucking house to myself. It's a 3-bedroom house I've got to myself. So, I mean, if I'd have had people to come stay with up here, how cheap would it have been to have a fucking room? You know what I mean? Get 2 or 3 guys and split that shit, and it's $117 for the 2 nights that I'm spending there. You know what I mean? Let me unlock my car. If you haven't seen the Captain Mobile, this is my Ram. And if you ever see a black Ram with black wheels and black windows and a Zelda sticker on the back, then you know that's the Captain's ride. But this is something I thought maybe I could trade and sell, and I actually got a couple offers on it. Then I'm probably going to end up selling it tomorrow. This, and then there's a Virtual Boy complete in the box in my big tub here. But let's move this bag over to the other side, and or out here on the truck bed. Is there a way I can turn my light on? I don't know. I don't know. Video game Pollock, I didn't know you wanted to go, man. You should have come. Should have let me know. We could have partied. All right. So in the book bag of goodies, I bought this from the Angry Video Game Nerd. I have the game loose, but I don't have it complete in the box, and this is complete in the box, so now I can sell my loose one. I'm from Atlanta, so I drove up 85 north and then the 81 north, basically the rest of the way. That was the Video Game Nerds, and so was wherever the fuck it went, Rastan on the Master System. Yeah, here it is. So these used to belong to the Angry Video Game Nerd. Rastan, and there's no manual, just game and case there. But he made me a good deal on that. He was asking 50 and I think 25, and he took 60 for both. And then I picked up a copy of The Thing. One of the Resident Evils I didn't have on the Wii, Umbrella Chronicles. I only have a loose punch out at home, so I got me a box and a manual, and the game too as well. The Ghostbusters for the Wii that I didn't have. This stuff too. This was marked 15. I talked her down to 5 for the Warriors on Xbox complete. I have it on the PS2, but I wanted it on the Xbox. I got a hold of Castle of Illusion. This is also just a game in case, no manual, which kind of makes me sad. A small box of Resident Evil. I've got the big box at home. I needed Alex Kidd in High Tech World to finish the Alex Kidd collection on this Master System, so now I've got all the Alex Kidds. And I needed Zillion 2. I have Zillion 1 at home. I really haven't picked up a whole lot of stuff. Oh, and Moonwalker. Got a hold. This is complete. And got a pretty good deal on these two. I worked some haggling techniques and a couple trades, like I said, to get a hold of this stuff. And then there's, oh, that's mine. That was already mine. These were things I didn't trade in. I found this for like $5 at a thrift store on the way to Athens the other day. The thrift store outside of Athens, but they had it way underpriced. And I brought it thinking maybe I could trade it, but I decided I didn't even want to do that trade, so it went back in the case. And this I bought here last year. What's up, Castlemania? How are you doing, buddy? This was the Angry Video Game Nerds copy of Dragon Fighter, and it had this video game store shit written on it and the black lines, and I had him sign it. But then this year I went ahead and got Pat the NES Punk and Ian to sign it over here. And this was my sealed copy of Deathbots. Was Tim Atwood's. That's his signature on it. He's the guy that owns all the and that Metal Slug anthology was mine already too. He's the guy that has those like sealed boxes. That's pretty much all that I've picked up here. The Translights. Oh, and there's more stuff actually down in that bag. That's the Godzilla is in the box over there that I got, and that bag down there is some more stuff that I found too. On OfferUp of all places. I made deals. I've been making deals on OfferUp out here since I've been out here. Why not? You know, that's what I do. Yeah, Pat and Ian are both here. And Ian looked like he was in, good health. He was a very personable kind of guy. I did not expect that. I expected him to just kind of be aloof, and I'd never met him before. I've hung out with Pat a couple times. But they're good guys. Gary, you bitch. I didn't want to talk to you. This is the Translights that I got from TNT Amusements place there. So they're both in there. I'll show those when I get home. I'm not going to pull those out of there. What is all in this box? Oh, and Darren Peliquin, the director of The Bits of Yesterday. I tried to do some sound work for him, and I wasn't able to. I had to go take a real job. What's up, Megadan? I did pick up a limited edition of the VHS that he had printed up of that documentary. And I got to pick my own number, 13 of 22. How fucking cool is that? A white VHS. Look at that cover. It's fucking dope. So I bought that from him. And then these were all on OfferUp. GameCube anymore. I've sold them all off. I found a Crystallis and a Contra. This was on the same lot. I paid $25 for these two games. That's a good deal. The Zelda, back when I sold off all my big, you know, most of my big collection, I kept a couple of the Zelda games on the NES, but otherwise I let that copies of Wind Waker. I highly recommend some breakfast bacon, Jack Links, brown sugar and maple. This shit is fucking delicious. It's bacon in a bag. And yeah, here, I don't know if y'all know Todd. This is the TNT amusement. He's got his own damn Walter Day Amusements card. He signed this one for me and gave it to me. Todd in Tucky. He is legit. Like, if you haven't watched his show, it's goofy, you know, it's goofy old man humor, but he cracks me up, and he reminds me a lot of my dad, except my dad hates video games. So that's the only reason that he's not like my dad exactly. The stream stopped. Well, I apologize for the stream stopping for you. It's been on an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the B&B and take a shit, take a shower, and then come back to the hotel and see what's going on for the rest of the night. But tomorrow I'll do my best to live stream the RGC show for everybody. I gotta do what I can, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching stuff and talking to the captain. You guys have a rad fucking night.